Imagine falling, not toward the ground, but toward a world of storms so violent they tear through the darkest edges of our solar system, a planet where winds scream faster than bullets, where the atmosphere crushes like a collapsing star, and where the very idea of a solid surface disappears into a blue abyss. This is Neptune, and today, you are falling straight into it. Far above the planet, you float in silence. The sun is nothing more than a bright star. Light is weak. Cold wraps around you like a shadow. Beneath your feet, Neptune glows in deep cobalt layers. Beautiful, calm, and impossibly deceptive. You're about to discover what hides beneath that calm. The fall begins slowly. Gravity pulls you downward through the thin, icy upper atmosphere. Your suit stiffens instantly. Temperatures here sink below 200 degrees Celsius. Breathing becomes a metallic echo inside your helmet. Around you, the blue haze thickens. What looks peaceful from space becomes unsettling up close. Clouds twisting, disappearing, reforming in the blink of an eye. Neptune's gravity feels almost familiar. You don't feel yourself being dragged into a monster, but you are. As you descend deeper, shadows gather in the clouds. The winds arrive next, not breezes, not storms, but unimaginable forces moving at over 2,000 kilometers per hour. The fastest winds in the solar system. They slam into you, your body twists violently. Your descent is no longer straight, it becomes a spiral, a tumble, a helpless drift inside an endless hurricane. Your suit strains, metal joints whistle under pressure. The further you fall, the faster the weight around you grows. Pressure increases at a rate no human body has ever experienced. Your surroundings shift from gas to something else. The atmosphere thickens into a strange, heavy blue fog. Methane and hydrogen compress. Helium packs tighter than steel. Nothing behaves the way it does on Earth. You are falling into layers of matter that don't exist naturally in our world. Below you lies a sea unlike any ocean ever imagined, a massive supercritical fluid, not gas, not liquid, something between. It flows like water but moves like vapor. It is warm, dense, and miles deep. If you could breathe, it would feel like drowning in something that isn't water. If you could see, it would look like pure darkness. This is Neptune's middle layer, the zone where physics begins to twist. But the deeper you fall, the more hostile this world becomes. Pressure climbs to thousands of times the level on Earth. Your suit reaches its breaking point. Cracks form. Your lungs collapse. Your bones compress. This is where a human life ends. But Neptune continues far beyond that point. If your body somehow remained intact, if technology could buy you a few more minutes, you would sink into layers where temperatures begin rising rapidly. Not from sunlight, but from the planet's internal heat. Trapped since the birth of the solar system, Neptune, the cold blue giant, burns fiercely on the inside. Temperatures soar to 5,000 degrees, hotter than the surface of some stars. Now the pressure is so intense that hydrogen transforms into metallic hydrogen, an exotic reflective substance that behaves like a liquid metal. It conducts electricity. It deepens the magnetic storms. It helps generate one of the strangest magnetic fields in the solar system. Tilted, twisted, misaligned, you would fall through this metallic ocean without ever seeing it. You would become a shadow inside a world no probe has survived long enough to touch. Below this ocean of metallic hydrogen may lie Neptune's core, a massive sphere of ice, rock, and metals pressed together under impossible pressure, larger than Earth, hotter than a flame, denser than any material known on our planet. You would never reach it. Your journey ends somewhere between crushing pressure and rising heat, vaporized, compressed, and absorbed into the planet's endless interior. But the story doesn't end with you. Your fall reveals just how little we know about ice giants. We've walked on Mars, we've sent landers to Venus, we've orbited Jupiter and Saturn with precision, but Neptune has been visited only once, by a spacecraft that flew by for a single day. We know almost nothing about its storms, its oceans, its core, its magnetic field, its origins. Ice giants could hold the answers to how planets form and how they die. They may reveal the chemistry of distant exoplanets. They could hide clues about the early solar system, yet we've barely touched them. Neptune is not peaceful. It is not quiet. It is not simply a blue sphere drifting in the dark. It is a world of chaos, heat, pressure, and storms so powerful they defy imagination. And if you fell into it, you would become part of that chaos forever. The real question isn't whether you would survive, you wouldn't. The real question is why we haven't explored it further. What secrets wait inside Neptune's layers? What answers lie just beyond our reach? And what other worlds, light years away, are built just like this one? If falling into Neptune shows us anything, it's that the solar system is far more violent and mysterious than we think. So now imagine something even more unsettling. What if Neptune itself began moving? What if this ice giant drifted toward the inner solar system, toward us? That is a question for another time.